We have some rather interesting ideas, and they're all traceable to the concept of the multiverse, where we, in our friendly universe with known laws of physics, are just one bubble of many bubbles that would come in and out of existence in this sort of meta system of multiverses. And if that's the case, then we can definitely point to a beginning of our universe because there's some other structure that's there pumping them out and pulling them back. But that just simply shifts the question to how did the multiverse get here? Unless the multiverse was always there. And I know that's philosophically unpleasant, but if you're exploring open-minded to what is possible in the universe, quantum mechanics looked really weird to us in the 1900s. Just because it looks weird doesn't mean it can't be true. Because light does not travel at an infinitely fast speed. It travels 186,000 miles per second. That's fast, but it's not infinite. It's so not infinite that you would be frustrated having a phone conversation with someone on the moon because the delay is 3 seconds. You would speak, and by the time they heard you reply to them, 3 seconds would have passed. It would not make a good phone conversation. That's how long it takes the light just to get to the moon. It takes 8 minutes, 20 seconds to get to the sun. It takes 100,000 years to cross the galaxy. It takes 1 billion years to get to the distant galaxies. 13.7 billion years to cross the known universe. It takes time. Put a pin in that fact. Another fact, the universe had a birthday 13.7 billion years ago. So imagine a universe that is infinitely large. Now, put yourself in the middle, and I tell you, this universe was born 13.7 billion years ago. So let's go out to the circle, to the sphere around us, go to the spot that's 13.7 billion light years away. In other words, go to the spot where light from objects has taken 13.7 billion years to reach you. You're gonna be watching that object being born because its birth light is just now reaching you. Come in a little bit. You're gonna see those in their toddler years. Come in a little, they're in the adolescence. Come in a little closer. Come to the present day and you see everyone in their modern day maturity. So there's a limit to how far you can see in an infinite universe if the universe had a birth date and the speed of light is finite. Wait 1 billion years. Now the horizon is 14.7 billion light years away. Now you're seeing those galaxies get born. So the interesting thing about the universe in which we live, as long as there's galaxies that get overtaken by this expanding horizon, you will always bear witness to the birth of the universe because somebody is always being born. The interesting part is if the signature of the Big Bang goes away, that would tell you that your horizon washed over a region of the universe where there are no more galaxies to show you their birthday clothes. That would tell you that you in fact reached the edge of the universe. I am undaunted by the limitations of words we use. Just because we date the beginning of time at the Big Bang does not prevent me from thinking about before, even in the absence of data. I'm open to what could possibly be going on before the Big Bang, number one. Number two, right now we have no clue how to look there. We just don't. Do I think there's a forever barrier? That simply wouldn't be wise, given the history of science, about which I do a fair amount of study. I take my cues from great thinkers of the past, some of whom believed they had hit a boundary, believed the end was right there in front of them. And then sure enough, a cleverer person than they comes along and says, there's a problem I'm solving. It's a lesson in the belief that you happen to be alive at a time where we've reached the end of knowledge. That itself is hubris. That itself has the implicit assumption that you are smart enough to know that we've reached the end of knowledge. Admit the possibility that someone could be born after you who's cleverer than you, cleverer than me, who will solve all the problems all the time.